What up, guys? GangstaPranksta here, bringing you the weekly wrestling review for September 17th, 2011. Welcome back to another show. If you're new to the show, this is where I talk about everything wrestling. Raw, Smackdown, Impact, Ring of Honor, pay-per-views. We do reviews, predictions. We talk about hot news, hot wrestling news. So if you want to talk about wrestling, you came to the right place. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another show. Hopefully it's another kick-ass show. We got lots of reviews and predictions to go through. Let's go through them right now. We got TNA No Surrender first. I thought it was pretty bad, to be honest. I thought it was pretty bad. Not everything was bad on the pay-per-view. There was some good wrestling, but to me the bad outweighed the good. Just a lot of stupid stuff, and it definitely hurt this pay-per-view a lot. So let's start it. First, we got they started out with something for 9/11. I thought that was really cool of them to do that. And then the first match started, Kid Cash versus Jesse Sorensen. Pretty good match. Jesse Sorensen wins, and he's the new #1 contender for the X Division title. Next we have James Storm versus Bully Ray. Pretty good match. Bully Ray wins by DQ. After James Storm tries to spit beer in Bully Ray's face, Bully Ray gets out of dodge. He spits it in the ref's face, and Storm gets a Bully Ray in a submission, makes him tap, and makes it seem like James Storm wins by making Bully Ray tap out, but no, he got DQ'd for spitting beer in the ref's face. Keep this in mind. Spitting stuff and putting liquid in people's eyes, because this is not the last time. In fact, they did it twice during this match. One time, Bully Ray, he drank some beer, held it in his mouth, brought in a chair. The ref took the chair, that kind of distracted the ref, and he spit beer in James Storm's eyes. So they spit beer in each other's eyes twice in the match. Keep this in mind, because this is what made the pay-per-view really shitty, is that they use the same thing for like 3 matches, and they use it in the next match, Mickie James versus Winner. Pretty good match. This for the TNA Knockouts title. Pretty good match. Winner wins after Angelina's holding Mickie. She sprays stuff and she tries to spray stuff in Mickey's eyes. Mickie moves. She gets Angelina. That distracts the ref. And then Winner and Mickie James get up and spits stuff in Mickey's eyes again. That's 4 times in 2 matches. And we're not done. We're not done with the liquid in people's eyes. It's just really stupid. They use the same thing back-to-back matches. That's really dumb. And Winter wins and is the new Knockouts champion. Next we have Mexican America versus Devon and D'Angelo Dinero tag team title match. Good match. Mexican America wins, but I thought the end was really stupid again. So you have D'Angelo Dinero. He did some sort of backbreaker on Anarchia, and instead of going for the pin, which he should have, I'm gonna say what TNA did, and then I'm gonna say what I would have done. So D'Angelo Dinero did some backbreaker and just let Anarchia roll out of the ring. And so Anarchia popped up on the other side of the ropes. D'Angelo Dinero tries to suplex him in. And before I get to that, there's a spot in the match where D'Angelo Dinero was on the outside of the ropes on the apron, and he was holding Rosita by her head. Holding her high, suspended above the floor outside of the ring. And that was pretty cool. It shows that he's like really strong and has a lot of upper body strength. Well, he doesn't have any strength in his legs. So the end happens, you know, Anarchia goes outside of the ring, or not outside the ring, outside on the apron. D'Angelo Dinero tries to suplex him in. Rosita grabs his feet, Anarchia falls on him, and Rosita kind of has his foot, and he gets pinned. So you're telling me the guy who had enough strength to lift Rosita with one hand, lift her by her head above the fucking ground, does not have enough strength to kick out because she's holding his foot down? Fuck you, TNA. Fuck you. Really dumb finish. I don't. If you didn't really understand what I said, I recommend go check out the match. It's pretty good. I didn't like the end. I'll tell you. Okay, so what I would have done is have D'Angelo Dinero, when he hit that backbreaker, go for the pin, and then have Karen Jarrett distract the referee, have Jeff Jarrett come in, hit D'Angelo Dinero with his title, his Mexican title, or the tag team title, and hit D'Angelo Dinero, put Anarchy on top, bam, 1, 2, 3. That kind of builds the whole, Jeff Jarrett, he takes care of his Mexican amigos or essays, whatever, and you kind of build that up, because they did that 1 week, and they haven't done it again since, so why not, redo that again, unless TNA just forgot about it. Oh yeah, we forgot Jeff Jarrett loves Mexico. Fucking stupid. See, TNA is pretty retarded. Oh man, the consistency is not there. So I would have had Jeff Jarrett interfere, knock out Pope, and then have Anarchy win. But whatever. Next match, Matt Morgan, Samoa Joe. This was pretty good. Matt Morgan wins. Next match is Bobby Roode versus Gunner. I didn't get to see this. I tried to find it all over the internet. Could not find this match to save my life, and I was actually looking forward to this match. All I know is Bobby Roode won. I don't know if it was a good match. I hope it was, because these guys are like the future of the company, Gunner and Bobby Roode. I see big things on the rise for them. So it's a shame I didn't get to see that. Next, we got Brian Kendrick and Austin Aries. X Division title match. This was a good match. Aries wins and is the new X Division champion. I'm excited about this. I love Austin Aries. I think he's great. He's great in the ring. He's great on the mic. He's just great. He's awesome. He's full of awesomeness. I wish Miz never came up with "I'm awesome," because that belongs to Austin Aries. He's cocky and he can back it up. Next we got Bully Ray versus Bobby Roode. Good match. Bobby Roode wins. I really like this match. It told the story of two guys that want to be world champion, and they fucking beat the shit out of each other. Holy shit. Bully Ray beat the shit out of him. He chopped the shit out of him. His chest was bleeding. He hit him so hard. You could see Bobby Roode's pain in his face, but he is a tough motherfucker. And he took it all, and he won the match, and good for him, man. But Bully Ray beat the shit out of him. I think Bully Ray got hit a lot hard, too. Got hit really hard from Robert Roode as well. I think they did beat the shit out of each other. I recommend seeing this. Last but not least, we have Sting, Kurt Angle, and Mr. Anderson world title match. Good match, horrible ending. So the end comes. I don't know what happened to Mr. Anderson, but he was laid out. Sting and Angle are wrestling on the outside of the ring. Angle distracts the ref, and then Hogan comes out of nowhere from behind Sting and puts like liquid in his eyes. 5th time on the whole pay-per-view. 5th time. They use this 5 times. Fucking ridiculous. 4 of those times, they used the liquid in like 2 matches. Or, hold on, what am I trying to say? They did it twice in the James Room Bully Ray match. They did it twice in the Mickey James Winner match. And they did it again in the Sting Angle Mr. Anderson match. Anyways, that's not even the worst part. So Sting's blind, but he's smart enough to get in the ring. That was really what blew my mind. So he's blind, but he can still get in the ring? Fuck you, TNA, fuck you. Anyways, he grabs the referee because he thinks it's Kurt Angle because he can't see, but he magically made it in the ring. And Angle pins him from behind. He Angle slam 1, 2, 3. Really dumb. I hate the fact they use the liquid in the eyes 5 times. 5 fucking times. Like, really, you can't come up with anything different for these matches? Okay, if you want to do it once, especially in the winter. Actually, I like the way they use it in James Storm in the Bully Ray match, but like, man, you couldn't think of anything else for like the winner, Mickey James, or Sting, Angle, and Mr. Anderson. Nope, you gotta use that liquid. Really dumb. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend this pay-per-view. It's pretty shitty. there was good wrestling, but just the bad outweighed the good. Yeah, so I don't want to talk about TNA anymore, at least not yet. We got Raw. So it starts out with Alberto Del Rio comes out, brags about himself, but I don't know how, because he was wearing this ridiculous, stupid-looking necklace. Oh my god, it looks so stupid. You're trying to be $1 million superstar, like you're really rich, but you wear this shitty-looking necklace? Fuck you! Oh man, it was so dumb. It was so dumb looking. Anyways, he brags about himself. Bret Hart comes out. They have an okay back and forth segment. Usual cheap shots and shit. Del Rio says he's gonna beat up Bret. John Cena comes out. He disses Del Rio. Del Rio says, let's have a match tonight. He makes it seem like he wants to have a match with Cena, but no. He puts Ricardo Rodriguez in his place, and then Cena agrees, and then suggests that Del Rio and Bret Hart should have a match. That would be horrible. John Laurinaitis comes out and says it'll be Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez versus Cena, John Cena, and Bret Hart. Pardon me. Next we have John Morrison and Alex Riley versus Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. Pretty good match. Morrison and Riley win. Next we have The Miz and R-Truth have a backstage segment, or a backstage promo, and they talk all the way until the ring. So they bring it out into the ring. They talk about CM Punk, Triple H. They talk about their tag team title match. I'm really enjoying the tag team of Miz and R-Truth, and I'll talk about them more in the predictions, but I'm really liking the tag team, and I see big things for them, because these are two guys that they want to push, but they really have nothing for them individually, so they put them together. That's kind of how Beer Money happened. Two guys they had nothing for, so they put them together, and they made awesomeness. Hopefully that happens with this tag team. So they come out for a match, Kofi Kingston versus Miz, pretty good, Miz wins. Next we have Michael McGillicuddy and David Otunga come out, and they call out Jerry Lawler. Michael McGillicuddy, so it's Michael McGillicuddy and David Otunga versus Jerry Lawler and Sheamus. This was okay. Lawler and Sheamus win. John Cena and Bret Hart versus Del Rio and Ricardo Rodriguez is next. Okay match. Cena and Bret win. Kelly versus Vicky Guerrero. This was blah. Kelly wins after Vicky is distracted with Swagger and Ziggler. And this was okay for Vicky not being a wrestler. But just some of the things that Kelly did to Vicky, like slapping her ass. I didn't like that. Next we have Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Good match. Cody Rhodes wins after Mark Henry distracts Orton. After the match, Henry attacks Orton with a chair. Last but not least, we have Triple H and CM Punk come out for a face-off. This was awesome. I really enjoy this. I do recommend it. They take so many cheap shots at each other. It's ridiculous. I really recommend this. I really enjoyed it. The end was the best. So Punk was talking, and I think he was going to tell a story, and then his mic gets cut out. And then Triple H gives him his mic. That gets cut off. Triple H gets him another mic. That gets cut off. Or no, the last one doesn't get cut off. Punk just punches Triple H in the head with it. And I thought that was awesome. I really liked... Raw had some good stuff. I really liked the end. I do recommend checking out the end. The Miz R-Truth promo. That was kind of cool. That's about it. Everything else was okay. To blah. Last but not least. Next we got TNA Impact. It starts out with Ric Flair. He comes out and he calls out Sting. They yell at each other. Flair says Sting has to go through him to get to Hogan. And Sting says Flair dies tonight. Interesting. Next we have Mexican America versus Devon, D'Angelo De Niro, Brooke, Tessmacher, and Tara. Yes, they're calling her Brooke Tessmacher now, because they know how stupid Miss Tessmacher sounds. So they're going to call her Brooke Tessmacher. This was a clusterfuck. Devon, Pope, Tara, and Brooke win. The end was really stupid. The girls got a double pin, even though they weren't the legal tag team partner in there. D'Angelo, De Niro, or Devon were, and the girls just walk in and pinned Rosita and Sarita for the win. Really fucking dumb. Next, we have Fortune. They come out and want to congratulate Bobby Roode on being the #1 contender. They all talk about how proud they are of Roode and how he's going to be the next world champion. Kurt Angle comes out and says the other members of Fortune, the other members of Fortune should be jealous of Robert Roode. Angle says Roode will face all members of Fortune on Impact on the weeks leading to Bound for Glory, and tonight is Kazarian. This whole thing was okay. The only thing I thought was really stupid is the fact that he has to face Fortune. Why doesn't he have to face Immortal? If he were to face Immortal, he would have to go through Abyss, Scott Steiner, Gunner, Jeff Jarrett, Bully Ray, all those guys. But you make him go through his friends. Don't you want to wear down fucking Bully Ray? Or, not Bully Ray. Don't you want to wear down Bobby Roode? You're pretty much saying, hey, or in my opinion, this is my opinion, he's pretty much saying, you know what, Immortal can't get the job done, but Fortune can, so you're going to face Fortune. And I get the story, his friends are supposed to be jealous of Bobby Roode, but they're not. They're happy for him. It was really dumb. I'd rather have Bobby Roode face all of Immortal in the weeks leading up to Bound for Glory. But whatever. Next we have Velvet Sky versus Angelina Love. Pretty good match. Velvet wins, but Angelina should have won because by DQ because Winter hit her with the Knockouts title. So Winter went to hit Velvet with the title, but she missed and nailed Angelina Love right in front of the ref. But, all the refs in TNA are retarded, and it's sad because the ref sees it, but they don't do anything. So it makes the ref look really, really stupid. Angelina should have won by DQ, but whatever. Next, we have a backstage segment with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. Jeff tries to apologize for the whole Victory Road thing. And AJ snaps. He's like, I've been working my ass off in TNA for 9 years. I put my body on the line. I've won all the titles. And in one night, you give the company a bad name. AJ went off on Jeff Hardy. And I found the video, and I'm going to link it in the description. Go check it out. This was awesome. AJ snapped on Jeff Hardy. This would lead into an awesome match at Bound for Glory, and I hope they do this. AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Bound for Glory. Come on. The ground's already set, The story could be AJ, he's been working hard, he wrestles, wrestles when he's injured, but, this guy who's had so many chances in wrestling is a drug addict, blah, blah, blah. AJ never does anything wrong, and he never gets a push. But Jeff Hardy comes in, and he's already going to be a top guy. Have a feud off this. This will be awesome. Please, TNA. Please, if you're listening. And I know you're not. But if you are, AJ and Jeff Hardy for Bound for Glory. The groundwork is already done. It's already done. Just got to build to the pay-per-view. But they're not going to do it because it's TNA. Next, we got Matt Morgan versus Samoa Joe submission match. Pretty good match. Samoa Joe wins. Next, we got Kazarian versus Bobby Roode. Good match. Bobby Roode wins. Last but not least, Sting versus Ric Flair. Not much to say. This was blah. I didn't enjoy watching this. This was kind of sad to watch. Two old guys wrestle in the ring. Again, TNA refs are stupid. Ric Flair low blows Sting right in front of the ref. No DQ. Fucking TNA. I hate you. I fucking hate you. Man. Next we got SmackDown. It starts out with Edge. He comes out. This was in Toronto, Canada. So they brought Edge, and Trish was there too. But she wasn't here for this, or the beginning segment. So Edge comes out and says it's good to be back, and he misses it. He says later tonight he's going to host The Cutting Edge with Randy Orton and Mark Henry. Cody Rhodes comes out and they go back and forth. Finally, Edge says that Cody is boring and he just leaves. I thought that was kind of funny, but kind of disrespectful because he just shit all over Cody. Cody becomes angry, starts dissing the crowd. Then a fan with a paper bag on his head attacks Cody. It turns out to be Ted DiBiase, and Cody runs away. Next, we have Bryan Danielson versus Sin Cara. Okay match. I said Daniel Bryan, right? Or I think I said Bryan Danielson. Whatever. Daniel Bryan wins by DQ because the ref actually matters in WWE. After Sin Cara won't stop attacking Daniel Bryan because he's on the ropes. After the match, the original Sin Cara comes out and stares down the other Sin Cara. So we're going to have a Sin Cara versus Sin Cara match. Next we have AJ Lee versus Beth Phoenix. Okay, Beth wins. Wade Barrett and Christian versus Sheamus and Justin Gabriel. Good match. Gabriel and Sheamus win. Great Khali versus Heath Slater. Blah match. Khali wins by DQ when Jinder Mahal attacks Khali. Evan Bourne versus R-Truth. Okay match. R-Truth wins. Only complaint with this match, I wish it went longer. SmackDown's usually the show where they get to wrestle. I wish this went like 7-8 minutes at least. This went like 2 or 3. Last but not least, we got Edge. He comes out for the Cutting Edge. He calls out Orton and Henry. They come out. This was pretty good. It built the story that even though Mark Henry is the world's strongest man, he never won the world title. And we'll talk about this more in predictions, which is up next. It ends on a brawl. And wrestlers try and break up. This isn't used enough. I wish they would use this more. You know, a feud or a brawl so intense that wrestlers have to come and break it up. This really adds to a story. I wish wrestling in general would do this more, but they don't. But it's something to consider. Mark Henry just beats up everybody. That's how it ends. Next, this weekend, we have 2 pay-per-views. Not one, but we got 2. We got WWE Night of Champions, which most of you are interested, but maybe a couple of you are interested in Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. Yes, Ring of Honor has a pay-per-view this weekend. It's actually a pretty good pay-per-view, pretty good-looking pay-per-view. Let me give my prediction. So, first match, we got Jay Lethal and Homicide versus Rhino and Tommaso Ciampa. This should be a good match, and I think Jay Lethal and Homicide are going to win. El Generico versus Jimmy Jacobs. I think Jimmy Jacobs is going to win, and Kevin Steen's going to make his return. That should be cool. I wish Kevin Steen would come back already. Man, I miss him. Next, we got the Bravado Brothers versus Future Shock versus the Young Bucks. This should be a really entertaining, fast-paced match. I think the Future Shock's gonna win, and have a feud with Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. But next we got Charlie Haas versus Michael Elgin. I'm gonna go with Charlie Haas on this one. Next we got the Briscoes versus All Night Express. Ladder War 3 for the ROH Tag Team title shot. Now, if you're a fan of Ring of Honor, you should know the Ladder War is the most intense match, always a good match. First, you had the Briscoes versus, who was the first team? Kevin Steen and El Generico. And then the second one was the American Wolves versus, what was the second one? It was the American Wolves versus Kevin Steen and Generico, or the Briscoes. I don't remember which one. But I remember, I think Eddie Edwards, he broke his elbow in that match. So it's a really grueling match. This should be a really great match. I love tag team wrestling. Ladder Wars have always been good. The Briscoes are an awesome tag team. All Night Express are an awesome tag team. I can't wait for this match. This is going to be great. Next we have Shelton Benjamin versus Mike Bennett. Should be a good athletic match. Shelton Benjamin takes the win. Last but not least, we got Eddie Edwards versus Roderick Strong in a Ringmaster Challenge. Basically, it's best of 3 match. First fall is a pinfall only. Second fall is submissions only. If necessary, the third fall is a 15-minute Iron Man match. This should be a really great wrestling match. I'd like to see Roderick Strong have a feud with Davey Richards. I think they can have a hard-hitting, just all-out match. They've had it before, and they will tear the house down again. So this should be good. This is a good pay-per-view. And competing with it, we got the WWE Night of Champions. This is also a good card. I like the card. There's some good matches. Let's start out. First, we got John Morrison versus Jack Swagger versus Alex Riley versus Dolph Ziggler. WWE US title match. This should be a good match. I think I want John Morrison to win, but I think Jack Swagger is going to win. Just because, the whole Dolph Ziggler swagger thing. And maybe they'll have a feud. Next we have Kelly versus Beth Phoenix, WWE Divas title match. This should be a good match. I hope Beth wins, but for some reason I see Kelly retaining, which sucks because I wish Beth would win and dominate the women's division. Next we got Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase. Watching SmackDown this week, when I saw Ted DiBiase, I'm like, man, I can't wait for the whole Ted DiBiase thing on SmackDown. I think it was awesome. I really like Ted DiBiase. I see him as a huge star in the future. And, yeah, but I don't think he's going to win the IC title tonight. I think he'll win it eventually, but not tonight. Or not tonight, tomorrow night. Next we got Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston versus Miz and R-Truth. WWE Tag Team title match. This should be a really good match. If they give it time, this could be an awesome match. I like Miz and R-Truth. I wish they'll win, but I don't think they're going to win right away. Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston just won the tag team titles. It would be dumb of them to lose them right away. So, have a feud. 2-3 months, have a nice long feud. You will get some good matches out of it. And in the end, Miz and R-Truth will win. If they can hold out the fucking feud until ladders, tables, and chairs, the pay-per-view, they can have a ladder match, kick-ass match right there. Next we got CM Punk versus Triple H, no DQ. If CM Punk wins, Triple H resigns as COO. Only problem with this match, it's on Night of Champions, but none of them are champions. But that's okay. It's WWE. They can do whatever the hell they want. We got, I want CM Punk to win, and I want him to take over WWE and become the COO and stuff. And I think Kevin Nash will make an appearance during this match. I don't think Triple H is going to win. I really don't. He hasn't wrestled. Last time he wrestled was Undertaker at WrestleMania. I still think it's going to be a good match, but I think CM Punk's going to lose. As much as I want him to win, I think CM Punk's going to lose. You're going to have interference from Kevin Nash, from Stephanie McMahon, from John Laurinaitis. Yeah, from everybody. There's going to be a lot of shit going on in this match. And I hope CM Punk wins, but I think Triple H is going to win. Next, we got Randy Orton versus Mark Henry World Title match. How could you not go with Mark Henry in this match? This man's a monster. This man's been kicking Orton's ass every week. He lays out Orton. So the only smart thing to do is give him the title. He's a monster. He's destroying everybody. Give him if he doesn't win, if he doesn't win, it all goes to waste. Him taking out Big Show, Kane, Kozlov, everyone else that he's taken out. It's all a waste. Last but not least, John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio, WWE title match. Del Rio is going to win this. He just won the title. Don't take it off him right away. That'd be really dumb. So let's compare the pay-per-views. So WWE Night of Champions, $40. $45 if you want to watch in HD. Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor, $15. And you can watch on the convenience of your on your computer. Death Before Dishonor, you can watch it as many times as you want. Once you buy the pay-per-view, it's yours. You can watch it as many times as you want. WWE Night of Champions, you can only watch once for $40. So, they both have good matches on them, but I'm going to buy Death Before Dishonor and not buy Night of Champions. Alright, this has been a long show, but we still got some news to go through. Hopefully you guys are still listening. We got some short news. First off, we got bad news for Roddy Piper. He has announced that he has a broken neck. Piper has said that he has been experiencing neck pain for quite a while, but did not think much of it. On top of that, he said he had been wrestling through the pain. Piper recently had an MRI, and when doctors saw the results, they scheduled the surgery as quick as they could. Piper had surgery and is walking around and will be in the hospital for 10 days. Although he had a broken neck, he seems to be in high spirits. You know, he didn't really let the fact that he has a broken neck bring him down, which is incredible, especially for a man of his age. So good luck to the Hall of Famer, Roddy Piper. Next, we got Ring of Honor star Claudio Castagnoli has officially signed with WWE. Castagnoli has already reported to Florida Championship Wrestling, and his new ring name is Antonio Cesaro, something like that. That's really good. Claudio Castagnoli, he's a perfect fit for WWE. He has a look. He's big. He's tall. He's athletic. He's a really good wrestler. And man, that's really cool. I really like Claudio. Hopefully they sign Chris Hero too, and they bring him in as a tag team, him and Claudio. But only time will tell. Next but not least, are you looking forward to watching Rock wrestle at WrestleMania 28? Well, you don't have to wait much longer. WWE.com has posted the following. WWE sources have confirmed that The Rock and John Cena will be a part of a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series tag team match. That's huge news. Survivor Series is one of the WWE's biggest pay-per-views. Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania. All WWE's biggest pay-per-views. And the fact that Rock is going to wrestle on this pay-per-view makes me a lot more interested. And if it makes me more interested, it's going to make a lot more people interested. People like The Rock. You know, when he's on wrestling, people watch. So this is a smart move. I don't expect him to wrestle like a lot. Maybe he'll eliminate some people, but what's it called? He's not going to be in there the whole time. I don't think he's going to get beaten down. You know what they're probably going to do? They're probably going to, I don't know why I'm predicting Survivor Series since it's like in November. But I think, should I even say this? Whatever. I think John Cena and The Rock, their teammates will get eliminated. So it's going to be a 2-on-5. And the whole story throughout the match will be The Rock and John Cena. Can they cooperate enough to beat the other 5 men? I think that'd be smart. But it's too early to tell, you know. I don't even know why I gave my prediction on that, but whatever. Next, we got WWE 12 news. They've just announced that you're going to be able to create a lot more stuff. You're going to be able to create arenas. There's going to be more moves in there. 100 new moves in the wrestling game. Graphics are being spruced up. Animation is being refined. You can edit entrance video. Basically, they're allowing you to customize your game a lot more than before, which is really cool. I'm going to link the article in the description. You guys can read it. I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible because there's still a couple more things, and I don't want this to go on too long. Last but not least, Matt Hardy was arrested again. This is not a repeat, but he was arrested again for driving while impaired again. A couple of weeks ago, he was arrested for the same thing. And guess what? He's back in the news for the same thing. Cops note that Hardy passed the breathalyzer test on the scene and had no alcohol in his system at the time of his arrest. Cops also say Hardy almost hit 2 drivers 3 separate times. Once Hardy was pulled over, the officer claims Hardy had slow and slurred speech, sleepy eyes, and a lackadaisical demeanor. I don't know what the hell that means. According to the report, Hardy took the walk the line test, but after taking 2 steps, Mr. Hardy lost his balance and failed to stay on the line. According to the police report, cops then saw Hardy swerve into the curb and then back onto the road. Blah, blah, blah. So he's back. He's arrested for the same thing in like 2-3 weeks. He needs help. He needs fucking help. I don't know what much to say about him anymore. You know, I've already talked about him extensively on other shows. So all I'm going to say is he needs help, and this is fucked up. This is, I hate reporting on stuff like this, but, you know, I don't know. He needs help, and I hope he gets it. So that's it for the show. I know this is a long show. Holy shit. Lots of predictions, lots of reviews, lots of me just shitting on TNA because they're stupid. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show if you made it all the way through. Holy shit. Tell me in the comments if you made it all the way through. But man, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you liked it, leave a like. It shows me that you support this show. If you really liked it, add it to your favorites, even though you don't have to do any of those. One question. The WWE 12 create thing. So they're adding a lot of stuff to the game. What is something you would like to see them add? You know, something I would like to see brought back is the general manager mode. I really enjoyed that. They took it out in 2011, I think, for the 2011 game. And that really sucks, because I really like that feature. I wish they would bring it back. So what do you, if you made it all the way through, answer this question. What do you wish they would add to WWE 12? Leave it in the comments. One last thing I'd like to pimp out. If you guys, I know you guys come here for the wrestling, but I'm doing a co-op Dead Island Let's Play, which is an open world sandbox game with zombies, and I'm doing it with 2 friends, and I think it's a really funny Let's Play. I think we're having a lot of fun. It shows in the videos. I think the videos have been awesome. They don't get a lot of views, which is fine. So if you guys would like to check that out, I'm going to leave that in the description. I'm going to leave the playlist. We got about 17 episodes up right now, and it's only going to be more and longer and funnier. I think it's going really good, so if you guys could check that out, thanks a lot. If you guys don't want to, that's fine as well. So I'm going to end the show right now. Come back next week where we got the reviews of Night of Champions, Death Before Dishonor, Raw, Smackdown, Impact, more news, lots to talk about. Never a small week in wrestling. So thanks for watching, guys. My voice is fucking killing me because I've been talking for 40 minutes almost. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.